Good morning, everybody. I hope I can stay on track this morning because we have a lot to cover. So I'm going to try to get right to it. I'm going to talk about the prayer book. We're wrapping that up. We'll start a new book the first of next week. You won't need anything. Just come and be with me on Monday morning if you can, and if I can, and let's just talk, because the month of March, we're just going to make a book in our own style, and we'll talk about that on Monday. I want you to make a book that is really you, down deep in your heart and soul, whatever your style is, whether it's shabby chic or real grungy or grandma passport, whatever. So we're going to be talking about that on Monday, and then after we talk, you will get your supplies together, and we're just going to work at this just like we've been doing. Just come in together, and if you want to show your photos down under, you can do that, or come to the grandma page and share them there. Junk Journals from Grandma with Love. We'd love to have all of you over there. So Monday we'll start a new book. So let's just be here together and talk if we can, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And we'll see what we can get going on our March book. This has been so much fun. I'm so glad that so many of you have followed along and are still with me on this, and I hope we'll pull more in for March. We do have a winner, and I'll be announcing that in just a minute. So I picked from the Monday thing, so I didn't have to do another video tomorrow. I'm trying to really slow down. I've learned a lot about myself this week, and just slowing down and giving myself more time to think and to do some of the things that I want to do. And I want to do the books. I love to do the books. I want to do the house cleaning. I want to do the cooking. I want to take meals to a couple of my disabled friends and to our kids. I love to do those things. I love to do everything I do. I love to paint the rocks. I've got to get started on the rocks, and Kim has a good coffee break on her live radio show this morning, so I'm going to sit and do rocks while I listen to her this morning. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit of what I've learned this week during this video, just off and on, but I'm going to try to stay on track and stay on point. But for those of you that are here, with the Brian update, let me just give that, because I know a lot of you are waiting on that. There is no update. I've prayed more this week than I think I ever have, but I've been selfish because I've been praying for Brian instead of everything else, although I'm praying for the whole world. Oh my goodness. I'm worried about, we have friends in the Ukraine. You know, I have a book in the Ukraine, and I don't know if that friend is in our grandma group or if she found me on YouTube, but oh my goodness, what a mess. So I'm praying about a lot of things, but boy, I've really zoned in on Brian this week and his problems. He has his MRI March 5th, and we'll know more then, and I'll give you an update as soon as I can, but just keep those prayers coming. A couple of you have messaged me to tell me that you have, or you know, or you have studied or researched or whatever, or someone has told you about the pituitary tumor, and that it is not usually malignant, and that they don't even make an incision. They go up through the nose because it's back in behind the sinuses. So I hope and pray that all of this is going to work out to glorify God in some way. But anyway, let's stay on track this morning, because I really got off track and was an emotional mess the other day. Let's see. Let's go back to the prayer book. This book I'm going to tell you about in just a minute, and we're not going to look inside. I'll tell you about it in a minute. This is where I am on the prayer book, and as I told you in the beginning, I started with two because I wanted to have one to put up for grabs, and I am going to do that, and it is going to be a gator mouth prayer book. I wanted my prayer book to be kind of simplified because I wanted it to be functional and be able to write in it, and I didn't want my prayer book to be kind of foo-fooed, but I am going to make a gator mouth kind of lap book, a prayer book, grandma prayer book, and it's just going to be full of so many wonderful things. So that's all the pages of my book. Someone did ask what the War Room book is, and this is my War Room book. I showed you this little one the other day, and it's not grunged or anything. I just realized I didn't know where my little book was, so I hurried up and cut this out and put it together. You can make any size of war room book, but what a war room book is your own personal little prayers and private things. And if you've seen the movie The War Room, you know what the War Room book is. And you know that old woman on there, she'd go to her closet and she would pray, and she had a wall of prayers. And that is the most wonderful movie. I gave those videos, those DVDs away when that movie came out. I mean, I gave tons of them away at Christmas time. It's just, there's no way to describe that movie and what it will do to you if you really take it to heart. So this is my book. I am going to put maybe just a little something down here, but I'm going to keep mine kind of simplified. It's about, I do have a couple of things that I want to do to it, but not much. This is pretty much what I'm going to end up with on mine. The other one will be just like this that I'm going to put up for grabs, but it will be gator mouth, and it will have a whole lot more in it. Plus, I have ordered the another supply of the prayer circle books, and they're just kind of little pamphlets. They're not too awful big, maybe the size of this book, I don't know. But if you know the story of the prayer circle, and you know that's a fairly old book, but that's a wonderful book, and it is so full of profound things. You know, sometimes life is so simple, we miss things, important things. So I'm going to add that too. I give a lot of those away too, so I've ordered another supply of them, and I'm going to have one of those. It's just a little, I don't know, 50 pages, 100 pages, I don't know. It's not a thick book at all. But it is a very profound book, and it talks about drawing circles around your problems, and literally maybe going out in the yard, drawing a circle with a stick, and stand in the middle of that circle and pray to God, and be bold with your prayers, and don't beat around the bush. Just say, God, you know, I need your help. You know, sermon's over, we're going to move on with that. But someone did ask where the prayer, what the War Room book was, so that's what it is. This pocket is just full of little prayers and things. Dear God, I kneel down before you this moment. At this moment, please enlighten what is dark in me, strengthen what is weak in me, and it goes on. And there's just all kinds of things in here. Really, really neat things. And that's some things that I need to read, and I have been reading them, and I have been studying them this week. I have felt a peace. I was telling Paula the other day, and gosh, Janet and so many have messaged, but I was telling both of those that I'm just feeling a peace about this. I hope I'm right in it, but I do feel a peace. And, you know, that peace, we have to ask for it. I did ask for it. I asked for peace for me and peace for Brian, peace for the whole family. And I am feeling a peace with this. But where was I going with that? This is, I got this idea, I think, from Janet. She put some hymns in her book, one hymn, and it was if I could hear my mother pray again or something. So I thought, I didn't put that one, but I put some that are meaning a lot to me right now, like, when you pray, will you pray for me? I used to sing that at church all the time. I love to sing. You don't have a voice for it like I used to. Mine is so rough and grumbly, but I used to sit at the piano and play that and sing that at church. When you pray, will you pray for me? And when I pray, I'll pray for you. And that goes on and on. And then, does Jesus care? Yes, he cares. Does Jesus care when my heart is pained too deeply for mirth and song? Yes, he cares. And he's going to answer our prayers. If we ask, we will receive. And God will take care of you. Be not dismayed, whate'er betide, God will take care of you. And stand by me when the storms of life are raging. Stand by me. And then this, I sing this all the time. I sing this all the time here at home. Where could I go but to the Lord? Where could I go but to the Lord? And then I just tuck some pearls in there, grandma pearls. And I started to put a hanky in there, but this book is kind of small in size, and my hankies are big, normal hanky size. So I just cut a piece of silk and put in there and made it look like a hanky because it was going to be for me. Now, the prayer journal that I put up for grabs will have a real hanky in it. So that's what mine is. I do have a little bit more I maybe want to do with this page, but since it's for me, I may not. The other will have all of this and more. So let's go with that. This is I'm almost embarrassed to tell you this. This is my, not a passport journal, number 3. Not a passport journal, number 3. And we're not going to look inside of it. But well, one of the things I learned about myself this week is that I'm not cut out to make a passport journal. I just can't do it because I love the look of it. And what I love about the look of the passport journal is that it hangs out all the way around. You know, it looks like there's so many surprises in there. Oh my goodness, can I get in there fast enough? No, it's an emergency. I've got to get in there and see what's in that book. So it is the enticement of the look of the outside book that I love about the passport journals. There's nothing in a passport journal that you could sit and spend an afternoon with and leave feeling, oh my gosh, you know, it's just a bunch of receipts and old newspaper clippings and things like that. What kind of an uplifting book is that? Not at all. It's not. So I'm going to be I'm going back. Let me backtrack a little bit. I'm going back to the grandma books. I see a book I like that other junk journal makers make, and I love it, and I want to try to make it myself. But no, that is them, and this is me. I am a grandma junk journal maker. I am grandma down deep. I'm old-timey, old school to the core. And I'm just not cut out for those other kinds of books. But I am going to change the look of my grandma books just a little bit, and I'm going to make them have the look of a passport book from the outside, but then when you open it, there's going to be things inside. There's going to be treasures inside. There's going to be things that you can sit and read and take to heart and maybe want to share with other people. And then when you put that book away, or you just lay it down on the coffee table, the grandma books are going to be coffee table books from now on, whether they're 5 by 6, 4 by 6, 4 by 5, 8 by 10, 8 by 11, whatever. No matter what the size, they are going to be coffee table books. And they're going to be full, and they're going to be gator mouth, and they're going to be something that you can spend the day with or the afternoon with and put it down and think, oh my goodness, what a journey back in time that was. It's going to make you feel good inside. I'm excited about the grandma books now, and I have wavered away because people started wanting bunny books and garden books and this and that, and I do like to do those, and I may do some, but I'm going to lean on the grandma books. So this is my Not a Passport journal, number 3, and it's my last Not a Passport journal, and it's not a passport journal at all because I put foo-foo in there. I had to put some readings and stuff in there. It's going to be full of readings, so it's not a passport journal. It is just a big junk journal that's going to be a book that you can sit down and spend an afternoon with. It's not going to be necessarily a grandma book, but it's going to be a book that you can put down and walk away and think to yourself, oh my goodness, did I need that? And I feel so relaxed. I feel so good. What a journey back in time that was. So that's what that's going to be. Okay, and this one will be coming soon, and I'll finish up the other prayer journal soon. I mean, just hopefully in the next week. We'll see how things go. But I'll have both of those just hopefully in the next week. And then I'm going to start a Gator Mouth Grandma book. So let's see. We do have a winner. I picked the winners from Mondays because I wanted to just do everything today and give myself a few more days, get ready for Monday, get the rest of the work done on these books. So the winner is Teresa Cates. And Teresa, I think you live in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I looked you up. You're in our grandma group, and we're so glad to have you there. I recognized the name as soon as I counted down, and you had posted to me under Monday's video encouraging me to take whatever time I needed and be good with that and don't worry about it. And then when I went to your page, I found that you have been through just a tremendous loss yourself just recently. So I want you to message me. I'm going to send you the just the little Friday freebies in February gift that everybody's been getting. But because of your kindness, in spite of what you have gone through, and you encouraging me, I want to send you some extra. So you message me, get me your address, and let's talk just a bit. And I'm going to put you a nice little package together. Okay, let's see. Is that it? I don't think so. I'm not sure. No, I think it may be. I think that may be it. We'll meet together again Monday if you can. Tell your friends that we're making another book and we're starting next week. And if they want to make a book, regardless of your style, you can make a book. So don't worry about that. I know you can do it, and I know you can do it in your style. I know you can make a book that will just, you will just be so shocked at what you have done. The books these friends have made, oops, scanner. The books these friends have made have just been phenomenal. I'm telling you, oh my goodness, I just can't believe some of the books that y'all have made. Some that look a whole lot better than my book does. But I wanted my book to be simplified. That book is a little foo-foo right that page. I wanted mine to be simplified because the one that I keep, I want to be functional. And I want to be able to write in it and add to it and add things that are just for me. I did tell you in the first video, and I haven't said it since, I don't think, I did put a secret tuck place in this book. So under the first page, I just put a tuck in there. So you can put notes in there that nobody will ever know that little tuck is back there. Okay, let's see. Update on Brian as soon as I have anything. Just keep those prayers coming for the whole family. Squirrel Squad, don't forget us. You know, we're struggling through this, but we'll get through it. So that's it. I'm going to wrap it up because I'm just rambling now, and I'm going to get busy. And I worked yesterday. I sat at the love seat and with my lap tray and worked, and Geezer watched the well, we both did, watched and listened and talked all the horrible things going on in the Ukraine. So prayers to all of those people over there. Okay, that's it. I'm going to get off here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for following me. I'm so glad all of you or so many of you are making a book. And if you're not, come along with us on the March journey and let's make a book together. And if you have any problems, all you have to do is private message me and I'll be there. So just let me know. Okay, I'm going to get off here. Yes, I really am going to get off here this time. Talk to you soon. Love and hugs.